Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. So today, as you can see, I already got started. I'm trying to do my face makeup off camera so then I can just get started with the eye look. And I already did my transition colors because I'm trying to save as much time as possible until I get an actual camera. Right now I'm using YouTube Live because that's the only way I can record videos, and I don't want you guys watching an hour video all the time every time I upload. So I just did my transition colors because those aren't really like that fun to watch. But I will tell you what I used to start off this look. So I started with the Naked by Urban Decay, the Smokey palette, and I used the shade Combust as my initial transition color. And then I went in with the palette that is the star of the show today, the KathleenLights and Morphe collaboration palette. I love this palette. I was swatching it earlier. That's the gold from the palette. Isn't that just like, isn't that stunning? Oh, it's so pretty. So here's the palette for you guys who don't know what the palette looks like. We have a really nice variety of shades in this palette. You can create so many different looks. I love the gold. That is my favorite shade. That is what I swatched right here. It's just my favorite shade in the whole palette. And when you wet it with Fix Plus, it is like gold medallions on your eyelids. It's beautiful. But the main shades we're going to use from this palette today are these two berry toned ones and this like nice frosty yellow gold highlight shade. As you can see, they're just, oh, you can barely see it on my skin because my skin is probably the color of that shadow. But it's really pretty. And I also used the Jeffree Star Cosmetics Skin Frost in Ice Cold to highlight my brow bone. So the other colors in my crease are, again, this light berry shade. I used that after I used Combust. And then I put a little bit, a touch of this in my crease as well. And we're going to start from there and build up our crease a little more with that dark berry shade. This is one of my favorite looks that I've ever worn. I just think it's so pretty and like screams fall and winter time. It's when I got this palette, actually. It was in January. So but you could wear this look anytime you wanted. I wear this look still all the time. Even though it's summertime and technically summer, you're supposed to like break out your golds and all the really like light shimmery colors. I still like doing really dark smoky eyes in the summer. That's just me. So now, to start the halo eye that we're going to do, we are going to use the dark berry shade right here. And I'm going to take a pencil brush from BH Cosmetics and I'm going to dip that into that shade and start building that color up on the outer corner. And I already started baking under my eyes, so then any fallout that falls can just be wiped away when we're done baking. It feels weird that I have my face makeup done already because I always do my eyes first and I'm just not used to having my foundation done right now. But it saves time for the video. So I'm just going to build that up at first with my pencil brush and then go in with my crease brush and blend out those edges. And I'm going to do the same thing to the other eye. I love berry tone shadows. I love purpley tone, like taupey shadows because they just look so flattering on blue-green eyes, which is what I have. They look beautiful on brown eyes too, but I've always been drawn to these types of tones. I'm not really like a huge warm eyeshadow fan, even though I do wear gold a lot. That's not like, I don't know, I just have never been like a huge fan of warm eyeshadows, like the Morphe 35O. Like when that palette came out, I was like it was beautiful, don't get me wrong, it's a beautiful palette, but I just like, I didn't gravitate toward that palette as much as I did like the Bronzed Mocha palette, which is like a purpley toned eyeshadow palette. So sorry, that was a little bit of a tangent, but then I'm just building that color up again in the crease and making sure there are no harsh lines. Again, we are keeping the center of the eyelid bare because we are putting a beautiful highlight, beautiful like golden, white gold shade in the middle of the eye. So once your inner and outer corners are built up to your desired intensity, I am going to go in with my ring finger and this beautiful yellow gold highlight shade. so stunning. And I'm going to put that in the center of my lid as a base for the two other colors that are going on top. Yes, we are going to be that extra and put two other colors on top, because that is how we roll. Sorry if you hear like motorcycles and stuff. I live right next to a freeway, so really sorry if you hear any of that. Hopefully you can hear me over it. Okay, so once that is done, we are going to take our crease brush again and blend out those edges. And you could just leave it like this. I mean, this is still a stunning look, but I'm going to go the extra mile because I'm a little extra. So I'm going to take a flat synthetic brush that looks like this, that has already product on it. It's brush cleaning day. I have to clean my brushes today, but just thought I should use them one more time before I actually clean them. And I'm just going to take the Jeffree Star Ice Cold Highlight and load that on my brush, because that is what's going on top of that color. And I'm going to take some MAC Fix Plus and spray that all around my brush so it's nice and boom and metallic and just like looks so foiled and beautiful. That's my favorite thing to do with eyeshadows. It's like a beam of light in the center of your eye. I love it. Doing the same thing on the other eye. Then I'm going back in with my pencil brush and I'm going to diffuse those lines so it's not like a super harsh line on our eye, because we all know those are not cute at all. Okay, and then once you have gotten your desired blended effect, go ahead and stop, but I am going to load up my brush one more time with that ice cold highlighter and wet my brush again, because I just really love super metallic, super over the top eyeshadow. Super glam, that is me. I love it. And I'm going to pat that right in the center of the lid. And again, do the same thing in the other eye, right in the center. This is so pretty. Sorry, I was a musical theater major, so I sing a lot. Going back in with my pencil brush again and diffusing those edges. And once you have your desired blendability, whatever the heck you want to call it, whenever you've decided it's blended enough, there you go. Alright, now you're talking, Hannah. Okay. I'm going to go over with my crease brush again and diffuse those lines one more time just so we're super duper blended. Oh, that's so pretty. I love this look. So this is what you should have for the eyes so far. Again, if you want to stop here, go ahead. We're going to put glitter on top of that later, but let's brush away this fallout that we have. Let's brush away the bakage and start working on our lower lash line. Boom. No fallout. It never even happened. Beautiful. Okay. So now I am going to take a really straight, flat brush like this and go in with that dark berry shade and use that on the inner and outer corners of my lower lash line. We're going to mimic what we did on the eyelid on our lower lash line. And I'm going to press that super tightly against the lash line. And we're going to blend it out with the lighter berry shade later. Try and keep the center bare if you can. It's very hard to keep the center bare on the lower lash line because there's just not enough space. There's not as much space as there is on the lid. So Oh, I just love these colors. I'm so obsessed. I can't wait for like Christmas because I was baking cookies last night. And it just like, you know, baking cookies reminds you of Christmas. And I just can't wait to do holiday looks and oh, I'm so excited. Yes, I'm already thinking of Christmas and it is in the middle of June. I know. Anyway, so now we're going to take this short shader brush and we're going to take the lighter berry shade that we initially put down in our crease and coat our brush with that and blend out that darker berry tone on the lower lash line. Okay, now that I barely have the center bare on the lower lash line, I'm going to take my pinky and I'm going to take, again, this beautiful highlight shade that actually looks a lot like MAC Nylon. So if you have this palette, because I don't think it's available anymore, if you have the KathleenLights palette, that highlight white gold shade is definitely a dupe for MAC Nylon. And I'm going to press that shade right in the center of the lower lash line, just so, again, we can mimic what's on the lid on the lower lash line. And I'm going to take that flat brush that we had earlier that still has some Fix Plus on it. And I'm going to put more Fix Plus on it. I got this like a week ago and I'm already halfway out of it. That shows you how much I love my metallic frosty shadow look. And I'm going to press that right on top of that highlight shade. And I'm going to take that flat shader brush again, the one that we used to blend that dark shade out, and blend those edges. Beautiful. Okay, now that the eyes are almost done, we're going to do an inner corner highlight because I always almost forget to do an inner corner highlight. So we're going to mix together the two highlight shades we've been using this whole time. We're going to go in again with the highlight shade in the KathleenLights palette and put that down first. This is me without wetting the brush. Still a beautiful shade. You do not even have to wet this shade, but I love to do that. Next, I'm going to go in again with that Jeffree Star Ice Cold highlight. This is my favorite highlight if you could not tell. Pat that right on top. And then going back in with the Jeffree Star and wetting this brush. I love the smell of MAC Fix Plus. I can wear that as perfume. And patting that right on top. Boom! To give it that nice pop and shine that we want. Then I'm going to go back in with my pencil brush and just blend the highlight and the berry tone together right on the inner corner. So it's not a super stark start or stop of any colors. And I'm going to do the same thing on the lower lash line, just so then. Okay, beautiful. Now we are going to do really fun things to our eyes. We are going to get some Urban Decay Midnight Cowboy Heavy Metal Glitter Liner. I love this stuff. I cannot get enough of this glitter. I think it is one of the most beautiful glitters in all of the makeup industry. I love their glitter liners. They're just so versatile. And this is a light enough gold to where it can look silver on certain looks. And that's why I used it on this look, because it did end up looking silver on top of our white gold highlight that we have on our lids. So we're going to go in, we're going to coat that liner brush, and we're going to place that glitter right in the center, right on top of that highlight shade, just to give it an extra pop. See how beautiful that is? Oh, obsessed. Absolutely obsessed. And I like to put a ton of glitter on my eyes because it's just how I like to do it. And I'm going to go back in with my pencil brush and make sure that those edges still are blended nicely together. Oh, don't you love my zooming in? It's so pretty. I can't get enough. Can't get enough. I'm going to go back in with that berry shade and just go over this inner edge right here because it's giving me a little bit of trouble. And we're going to blend that out. Okay. Beautiful, beautiful. We're going to do the same thing to the other eye as that glitter dries. It's so beautiful. I just love glitter. Isn't glitter the best? I think glitter is the best. So fun. This would be a really beautiful New Year's Eve look too, now that I think about it. Be a gorgeous New Year's Eve look. I know it's June, I know. But, just saying. Or you could do this with 4th of July coming up. You can put, like, you could do blue as this color, or you could do red as this color, and then do the center. Ooh, that might be a look I'm gonna do. I just came up with my 4th of July look. I love halo eyes, if you couldn't tell. I've done a lot of halo eyes on my channel recently, even though, well, let's see, how many videos do I have? Oh, I only have like 3 videos. So I've only done 1 halo eye, but I just really love halo eyes. I just think they're really fun. You know what channel I was thinking of? I was thinking of Jaclyn Hill's. That's whose channel I was thinking of. Because she does a ton of halo eyes, and they're beautiful. I love halo eyes. Speaking of Jaclyn Hill, I ordered the Jaclyn Hill and Morphe collaboration palette, and I already have a tutorial planned for that palette. So that will probably be my next video, because that palette will be coming to my house this next week. So I'm really excited. Okay, so here's what our eyes should look like right now. I love my ghetto zooming in. It's beautiful. You can really see everything. Anyway, now we are going to use the same glitter liner on our bottom lash line where we put that other, where we have the nice lightness going on. I'm going to pat a little more on my upper lash line. Upper lid. Again, I am so sorry for motorcycles. I live right next to a freeway. Okay, cool. So those are what the eyes should look like right now. I'm going to blend out this edge one more time. And just diffuse it just a teeny bit. Beautiful. Okay, now we are going to move on to the rest of the face. So I'm going to take my Too Faced Chocolate Solei bronzer and my big old angled brush like this. Big old fluffy angled brush. And begin to bronze. I love bronzing before contouring. I just feel like it really helps you map out where you want your contour to initially go. And this way, like, it's easier to blend out your contour once you already have some powder down, so it's not as hard to blend out your contour. I love this bronzer. I think it's super, super pretty, and it smells like chocolate, so that's always a good thing. Alright, notice that my eyes are just giving me trouble today. We're going to go back in, and we're going to blend this little guy out, so then we have a nice matte crease. Okay, let's fan our eyes a little bit so then they can dry all the way. Beautiful. Okay, so now that we are bronzed, we are going to go in with our contour kit, and I am using the Anastasia contour kit for light to medium skin tones. And I am going to take the center color right here, and my contour brush, which is a little small dome brush like this. Again, it is brush cleaning day. I am very sorry that you have to see my brushes this dirty, and we are going to look like a fish for a second. And contour our cheeks. Love a sharp contour. And plus, it's fun to bronze before your contour, because then you can blend your contour into your bronzer already, like I said earlier, and it's just easier when you're doing your makeup because you can just go over with your bronzer brush and blend the two together, and it's like a beautiful, flawless blend. Love it! Okay, now I am going to take my powder brush and I'm going to clean up underneath that contour. Make it nice and sharp. I really like a nice sharp contour. And just brush the powder brush over everything so it's nice and blended. Next, for blush, I'm going to go in with Too Faced Love Flush 16-Hour Blush in the shade I Will Always Love You. This is the cutest packaging in the world. I can't get enough of it. And I'm going to go in with my blush brush, super difficult to say that, and begin to put some blush on. And this is definitely an orange toned blush. I didn't want to use a pink tone blush for this look because sometimes when you do berry and pink tone eyes, it can just be a lot of pink on your face and you don't want to look like you just have pink all over your face. And plus, this blush, it's very easy to blend out if you get too heavy-handed with it. So, and it just looks like a natural flush in my opinion. I love orange coral blushes. They just seem to go with a lot more eye looks than pink blushes do. So, I'm going to smile and put that right on the, not right on the center of the apple, but right off center of it. And blend that back. And I know it looks like super crazy right now, but we will blend that out. Putting on blush is probably one of my favorite parts about doing my makeup, because then you just see yourself come alive again and you're like, oh, I'm not dead. It's really nice. Really nice. I love this blush. It's so pretty. It does too have like a nice sheen to it. Here, I'm going to swatch it for you. I don't know if you can tell, but it has a nice, beautiful golden sheen to it. Oh, it's so pretty. I love it. Okay, so now we are really going to blend that out because that's a lot of blush. Now we are going to go in for highlight. The best part of any makeup job ever is highlighting, okay? And I'm going to take, again, you guessed it, the Jeffree Star Skin Frost in the shade Ice Cold. You know what? Just kidding. We're going to use both highlights that we've been using today. A lot of people are really shocked when they find out they can use eyeshadow as highlight, but you can, my friends. And I'm going to, again, take that gold, white gold highlight shade and tap that off because this eyeshadow is real pigmented. We're going to begin to use that as our base highlight shade. Oh, it's so pretty. You could just totally leave it like this and go on with your day, but I am not going to do that. So pretty. Then we are going to go over top of that with the Jeffree Star Skin Frost in the shade Ice Cold. And dig our brush into that. And initially really put it on the highest point of your cheekbone. So right on the center to make it really, really pop. Ooh, hello. How are you, highlight? Oh, yes, Lord. That is gorgeous. I love highlight, guys. I love highlight so much. Boom. Blind anyone who messes with your highlight or who questions why you put highlight on. You can just blind them with your highlight. I go in with my blush brush again and softly go over that line where the blush and the highlight meet so they're somewhat blended together. Gorgeous, so pretty. Now we're going to set the face with the NYX Matte Finish Long Lasting Setting Spray. This is such a good setting spray. I cannot say enough good things about this setting spray. I have found that it makes my makeup last so much longer than it did when I didn't use setting spray. And I tried the Urban Decay setting spray, and that unfortunately broke my skin out, so I can't use that setting spray, which is so sad because that setting spray was amazing. But this does not break my skin out, and it's a fraction of the price of the Urban Decay one. So that's why I like to use this setting spray, because it's cheap and it's available at Target, and it gets the job done. So we're going to shake it up, and we're going to spray our face. So refreshing. Then we are going to take our Morphe palette and use that as a fan, because I have found that fanning your makeup setting spray dry really locks that makeup into place and really helps it last as long as you need it to last. So nice. Now we are going to go in with mascara, and I am using the Maybelline Lash Sensational mascara. This is my favorite mascara of all time. All time until, well, I love Benefit Roller Lash too. I love that mascara. But this is probably my favorite drugstore mascara of all time. I love Maybelline mascaras. I've always thought they're just so beautifully made, and your lashes look amazing in whatever like mascara you pick up from Maybelline, except for the one where they like came out with like the spidery like punk rock looking lashes where your lashes looked all clumpy. That wasn't cute. But every other mascara of Maybelline, that's a good mascara. So I'm just going to begin. I'm going to put a light coat of this on because we are going to put on some falsies. Not crazy falsies, but just enough to add a little something to the eye look. See, look at that. Look at how beautiful it makes your lashes look. Just spread out and long, and not like clumped together, and just like it gives you volume, and it thickens your lashes, but it doesn't make your lashes look stuck together. And I think I already said that, but you know what I mean. It looks beautiful, and it's like a full fan effect, just like it tells you. So nice. But yes, I am going to be getting a camera soon. I was looking online today, and I found one for not one that is not so expensive, so I'm really, really excited about that. Then I can give you guys quality videos, and I can feel better about what I'm putting on YouTube, and then my channel can just begin to grow, and I'm really, really excited about where this channel will go. I'm so excited. I love makeup, you guys know that. I love anything that has to do with beauty. I can talk about it forever. It's just such a passion of mine. And I just can't wait to see what happens with this. It's so exciting. And I'm going to do my lower lashes as well. You could also do a wing liner with this look. I just do not have the patience personally, and I can never ever get my wings even. One of my best friends, Sam, though, hey girl, she can do some beautiful winged eyeliner that I just don't know how she does it. But I cannot do wing liner as good as she can, and I just can't do wing liner in general. It just stresses me out. So now we are going to go in with false lashes, and they look really ratchet right now, but trust me, they're not. These are the Demi Naturals. I think these are from Ardell. I got them at Target. And we are going to take our wonderful handy dandy lash tweezers. I don't know where I would be without lash tweezers. Thank you, Lord, for lash tweezers. They are a godsend. And we're going to take our duo glue. That's all it says on the bottle. And coat our lashes with that. And you do not need to wait a while for this glue to get tacky. It gets tacky in like 10 seconds. And we're going to take our tweezers and let that glue dry just a smidgen before we apply these to our lids. Alright, and I'm going to go from above and place them. Okay, you're giving me a little bit of problems. That's fine. That's fine. We will make this work. Sometimes lashes are not nice to you. Sometimes they decide to be really mean and not listen to you, and you just have to move past it. You're going to be like, you know what, lashes, you don't control me. We will get you on the lids. I had an experience once where I did a friend's makeup for play. He knows who I'm talking about. And we prayed before we put on his eyelashes because sometimes they would never listen. So we're going to pray for these lashes right now. Heavenly Father, please allow these lashes to be nice and to stick onto my eyelids properly. Amen. The power of prayer, folks. Just going to use my fingers now and press those down into place. This inner corner always loves to give me a little trouble. Sometimes closing your eyes and then pressing the lash onto your lid really helps it stick. Because if you try and do it at the same time when your eyes are open, sometimes the lashes just don't want to stick. Alright, lash one. Woohoo! Thank you, Lord. The Lord is good, folks. The Lord listens to our prayers. He is holy. He is true. I am thankful for the Lord. Okay, so now we are doing the other lash, and we're just going to do the same exact thing. We're going to pray again over this lash as well. Dear Heavenly Father, we ask that you guide this lash to its home for the next 20 minutes or however long I'm wearing this makeup. And we're going to take our tweezers, let that glue get a little tacky. And these lashes like aren't super extreme, they add just enough to where your look is like, boom, you know what I mean? Okay, Lord, you are in control. Please, Lord. Again, the power of prayer, folks. Very thankful. I'm just going to place those down with my fingers. Because once I put them down with the tweezers, then they pretty much are good to go. Ooh, I love these. They're so pretty and like wispy. Oh, I love these. I definitely recommend falsies for this look just because I tend to wear this look mostly to events and stuff. And then to tone it down, I just don't do, like to wear it like every day, I don't do the center down on the lash line and I don't do glitter on here and I don't wet my brush usually for like every day. But when you want to do this for an event, definitely use lashes. Definitely go the full mile. Lashes are definitely a great investment if you're really serious about your makeup and your eye look, and if you really want it to go to the next level, I really strongly recommend purchasing lashes because they definitely make a world of a difference. Okay, this lash is giving me a little bit rudeness. Okay, good. So now for the final step, I forgot to highlight my Cupid's bow. Oh my gosh, hannahraeebeauty. Okay. So we're going to take that pointy brush that we used to highlight our inner corner. Oh my gosh, I didn't even highlight the tip of my nose. I'm so disappointed in myself. Anyway, I'm going to highlight the Cupid's bow with whatever highlight is left over on the brush. I love a Cupid's bow highlight. It's like boom in your face. And I'm going to go into my, oh my gosh, hannahraeebeauty, Jeffree Star highlight again. And highlight the nose. Boom. Lightly down the bridge. I will never highlight my chin. You will never see me highlight my chin. I I really kind of am strongly against highlighting your chin. I personally just think it doesn't make you, it makes you look a little bit more oily. So that's why I just stick to the tip of the nose. Actually, I'm going to tone down my nose highlight. It's a little much right now. I just recently started highlighting the tip of my nose because I used to be strongly against that too, but then I tried it and I was like, oh, that's pretty. I just can't do the chin because it just makes me look oily, and I already have oily skin, and I don't need to look more oily than I already am, you know? Okay, now for lips, we're going to go into my favorite MAC lipstick of all time. This is MAC's Velvet Teddy, and it is a matte formula. Oh, these lipsticks smell like vanilla frosting. It's like a bakery. And we're just going to apply that to our lips. And I just think it's a perfect nude color because it's not too dark and it's not too light. Especially for pale pasties like me. I am personally not a huge fan of the super pale nude lips. That's just not, I just don't think it looks good on my particular skin tone. So I really like this color because it really, like, it still makes me look like I have lips, you know, and it still makes me look alive. So that is the completed look. I'm going to take my hair down now. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do. I would really appreciate it. The next look I do will most likely be a Jaclyn Hill Morphe palette look. I'm so excited for that palette to get here. Jaclyn, she was my first like beauty blogger that I started watching on YouTube. Her, Rach Loves, and Lauren Curtis were like the OGs that I started watching, and so I'm so excited to get her palette and to play with it for you guys and to make a bunch of tutorials using it. I'm so excited. Hope you guys are having a great week, great weekend, great day, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!